Shake a tail feather. Some of you know I like to talk about the history of this music. I like to talk about the history of this music so much that I can go on and on and on and on. To save you the pain of that experience, I have managed to condense everything I know about jazz in America into 3 simple constituent parts. And it's my firm belief that after laying these 3 simple elements upon you, you too will know everything you need to know about jazz music in America. How can he do it, they say? They ask, how can he do it? Can he do it? Yes, indeed, he can. See, I have studied scientifically the way to synthesize this material. And in the cauldron of knowledge known as the road, the bebop road that goes on and on and on, I have boiled the information down. 3 little pearls of wisdom. It goes like this. The most important thing about jazz in America. It's been true since the first note turned blue in 1902. Number 1, the most important thing, it's a bad romance. You see, you got to have a bad romance to play this music. Now, I don't mean a little sad romance. No, not a little 1 or 2 week affair that suddenly went square. Nobody. I mean a really bad hurt. Somebody had to get their just dessert to make this music come out. And you know, given all the bad romance in the world today, it's a surprise there aren't more jazz players here with us. But these boys here with me today, they're experts. Some of them are particularly experts in the subject. One of them, anyway. Well, number 1 is a bad romance. Number 2, what could it be? I'll tell you what it is. It's a good travel agent. The second most important thing in jazz music, it's a good travel agent. Because nothing will get you out of town faster than a bad romance. Oh, it's feeling pretty good now. I think I'm on the road. But as I say, I've studied scientifically, and I have further proof of whereof I speak. To wit, cast your mind back to that time when that note first turned blue, 1902. The place, Lake Pontchartrain, Louisiana. A hot summer night, it's August. The crickets are cricketing, the chirpings are chirping, and out on the edge of a pier, he's got a cornet in one hand, he's got his eyes on the prize way up in the skies. A wonderful, wonderful trumpet player named Buddy Bolden. And let me ask you something. How many people in this room here tonight have heard the music of Buddy Bolden? I'll answer that for you. No, now you're lying, brother. You never heard Buddy Bolden. Buddy Bolden never recorded. He didn't make record 1, and the reason? He did not have himself a good travel agent. Further proof. That same pier, that same night, that same lake, Pontchartrain by name, 20 miles north of New Orleans. He too was a brother, a son of the Basin Street Blues. In fact, Buddy Bolden was his hero. But this young man, he had his eyes on the prize, on the long fallen skies. But he got out of town. He went to St. Louis, Missouri. He went to Kansas City, Kansas. He went to Chicago. Yes, indeed. I saw him, believe it or not, in San Francisco. But he didn't stop there. He went to Moscow, Beijing, Seoul. Man has been everywhere. Sydney, Melbourne. I believe he played right here in the Twin Cities. That man, of course, the most famous jazz musician who ever lived. Pops, Louis Armstrong. That man had himself a terrific travel agent. You got to get out and move if you want to keep this groove. But look, this song really, it's about a young man. His true love was blind, so he was crying all the time. Thought maybe he could find a new love in Paris, France. He's gonna do the Paris dance. But when he got to town, all he found was he couldn't speak French. So he was sitting on the bench all alone, child, not to mention embarrassed. But it so often happens in this world of travail and cheap wine, the ridiculous becomes sublime. Your final reward, you got to look for it down at the end of the line. Because just then someone put a sight on a box. Phil Woods came by, he was chasing a fox. They say, Phil Woods, spread the word, make the man feel free like the bird. Bebop, bebop, ain't nothing like the sound of bebop, it's steady going on. It don't never stop. Phil Woods, come on down, help the man see around. Bebop, bebop, ain't nothing like the sound of bebop, it's steady going on. And it don't never stop, don't stop. Help the boy with the blues. Ain't nothing like the sound of bebop, it's steady going on. Go on, don't stop. Yeah. Ain't nothing like it, there ain't nothing like it. There ain't nothing like the sound of bebop, it's steady going. I like the sound, child, of bebop, it's steady going. Ain't nothing like the sound of bebop, it's steady going. I like the sound of bebop, it's steady going on, child. Coast to coast, they call it the most. Shore to shore, we got lots and lots more. Those of you paying attention have by now discovered I promised you 3 simple constituent parts and have so far delivered on how many? You're absolutely right, only 2. Number 1, a bad romance. Number 2, a good travel agent. Number 3, what could it be? I'll tell you right now. Seafood. Third most important thing in jazz music, that's right, is seafood. What do you think Buddy Bolin was thinking of back there at Lake Pontchartrain? He's talking about seafood. Soft-shell crab, in fact. And Louis Armstrong, what do you think got him out of town so fast? I happen to know. Yeah, he was gonna go out with some trout. But nobody said it better than that fine philosopher. I'm talking about Thomas Fats Waller. He gave us the immortal line. Shrimp and rice, mighty nice. Give me some seafood, mama, that's what I want. Give me some seafood, mama, you know what I need. I want some seafood, mama, guess what I mean. Give me some seafood, give me seafood, give me seafood, seafood, mama, you know what I like. Seafood, mama, that's what I mean. I want seafood, mama, you know what I mean. Seafood, give me seafood, give me seafood. Nothing like the sound of bebop and steady going. I like the sound of bebop and steady going. Nothing like the sound of bebop and steady going. I like the sound of bebop and steady going. Coast to coast, they call it the most. Shore to shore, we got lots and lots and lots and lots and lots more. Yes, bad romance, good travelation. Yellowtail and send me to jail, Phil. Little red snapper on the side. Yes, there ain't nothing like the sound. Bebop is steady going. Seafood, mama. Seafood, mama. Nothing like the sound of bebop and steady. I like the sound of bebop and steady going. Nothing like the sound of bebop and steady. I like the sound of bebop and steady going. I like the sound of bebop and steady. I like the sound of bebop and steady going. Child, it won't never stop. Yes.